The comms cracked in the middle of silence, static, then a voice. "Dad, Mom's crying. Her new husband broke her nose when she refused to pay his loan." My son's voice, thin, fractured. I froze. My hands hovered over the blueprints of a weapon system meant for a war I didn't care about. My pulse slowed, then steadied, like it always did when the target appeared. Behind me, my commander's voice cut the air. "Soldier, focus on the mission." I didn't answer. Instead, I stood, fingers brushing the steel of my rifle. "I need 3 days emergency leave," I said. He stared. Denied. I walked past him, boots pounding the concrete floor. "Then I take it anyway, because missions end, but betrayal at home? That festers." Home wasn't home anymore. The first thing I saw was blood on the tiles. A trail from the kitchen to the bathroom, wiped in haste but not erased. Then I found her, my wife. Face swollen, eyes purpled, nose split in 2 places. She tried to hide it with her hands, as if shame were heavier than pain. When she saw me, tears poured, but no words. My son, though, he spoke. Knees trembling, voice trembling harder. "He sold my chair, Dad, said crawling would make me strong." Every syllable drilled into me. The man she brought into this house, this parasite, wasn't just cruel. He was calculated. He knew exactly where to cut deepest. And still, she stayed. That was the betrayal. Not the fists, not the theft. The silence. The compliance. The complicity of someone I once trusted. I didn't act that night. I listened. I watched. Her phone buzzed when she thought I slept. Whispered calls in the hallway, apologies to him, promises. I recognized the tone. Not a victim, a partner who couldn't let go. I checked her accounts, payments sent to his name. Money bled from my son's therapy fund into his debts. I followed her one morning. She drove to meet him. I sat 2 cars behind, engine off, hands steady. Watched her lean into his embrace. Her laughter, light, rehearsed, spilled into the air as though her bruises didn't exist. In that moment, the truth hardened. It wasn't fear keeping her there. It was choice. My rage didn't erupt. It calcified. I confronted her without words. Laid the documents across the table. Bank records, messages, proof of the transfers. Proof of her loyalty to him. She stared at the papers. Her face went pale. Finally, her lips quivered. "It's not what it looks like." I cut her off. A single look. Cold. Detached. My son sat in the next room, sketching quietly, unaware of the storm unraveling. She broke first. Tears, trembling hands, desperate words. "I love you. I didn't know how to leave him." A lie. And I let her hear the silence stretch long enough to choke her. Because silence was the truth she couldn't bury. That night, I packed 1 bag. Not for me, for my son. She tried to block the door. "You can't take him." I looked her in the eyes. "You already gave him away." Her breath caught. She stepped back. I carried my boy in my arms, his head resting against my shoulder. He asked no questions. Children don't need answers, they feel them. The boyfriend vanished 2 days later. No noise, no trace. The kind of silence I knew how to create. The calls poured in, her sobbing, begging, swearing she'd change. I let the phone ring until it died. It's strange, I don't feel anger anymore. Not pity, not sorrow, just clarity. She chose him. Over me, over her son, over the family we built. That choice was hers to carry. My duty now is only to the boy asleep in the next room, breathing steady, safe. Her voice still fills my voicemail, 23 messages, each weaker than the last, each proof of her collapse. I don't listen anymore, because in the end, betrayal doesn't need confrontation, it needs absence. and mine is permanent.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.